What's up, guys? We're going to be talking about match week 11 results on the weekend that just went by. Obviously, now we've entered the 2 weeks of the international breaks. It's going to be, like I keep saying, boring. But anyway, let's get into the first game of match week 11, or it's game week 11, sorry. So, it was Bournemouth against Brentford. Pretty much, I went with the 1-1 draw. I thought Bournemouth were winning at one point, and then from I remember, Brentford scored and Bournemouth scored. I might be wrong, it might be the other way, but it was like a close game. And to be fair, it was actually a good game. I watched the highlights, so decent goals here and then. It feels like it was an end-to-end game, which I was kind of saying in my prediction video. But pretty much, good win for Brentford, and I think they'll like going up the table right now, especially when they were, as I'm looking at the table, they were 12th. Now, most likely, they've gone to above in the 8th or 7th spot, most likely, because with the win they've just got. So, yeah, pretty much good result for them. Fulham against Crystal Palace. So, I did get this result right. I went with a 2-0 win, and obviously, Fulham won 2-0. I said it, I don't know what's wrong with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace have some decent players that can cause trouble. But you see that their back four is just really bad this season. Like, they're just conceding so much goals. But pretty much, Harry Wilson, Smith Rowe, both. Again, Harry Wilson came off the bench and scored. And I watched his YouTube guy, just off topic a bit, but I watched his YouTube guy and he got it right. But fair credit to him. And yeah, pretty much a good win for Fulham. And Harry Wilson, is he going to start off his career at Fulham or something? Or is he going to start clicking to a gear now? Who knows? But pretty much, Crystal Palace they definitely 100% need to fix up. Like, we obviously knew who won on the weekend. I'm going to get that let down that in the video. But pretty much 2-0 win, and Fulham will take it. Everton, West Ham. I'm just gonna keep this short, guys. Both teams are arse. They're not great. I went with a 3-1 win for West Ham, but West Ham are garbage, like I've been saying, and Everton are garbage. So I said comparing, to each other, basically. So I'm going to talk much about this game. Dead game. Jenny don't care. West Ham, Everton. Honestly, if Liverpool somehow drop points against Everton, especially against Everton and West Ham, I'm going to be pissed. I'm just going to say as it is. But yeah, pretty much draw. Nothing else to say about it. Wolves against Southampton, a massive win. And I'm looking at the table. This is their first win against their relegation candidate team, against their rivals right now, you can consider. At the Molyneux Stadium, obviously. Pretty much good win for them. Not much to say, to be fair. It doesn't get them out, as I'm looking at the table, it doesn't get them out of the relegation zone. But at least, hopefully for the Wolves' sake, they can start building up confidence. But that 2 weeks international break, it could break your momentum, it could break your rhythm. That's why sometimes it's good to end off with a win. But actually, I was going to contribute. I was going to say sometimes it's no. It's good that they got the win. I'm just going to say it's good that they got the win, and I think they'll take it. Simple as. And Southampton, this is not a good result for them, as I'm looking at them, just 1 point off. Literally 1 point off. So, yeah, big, massive win for Wolves in this game. And I think there was a goal that someone scored. I can't remember. It was a fantastic half volley. But pretty much it was obviously ruled out because obviously it was something to do with offside or some player or something in the box, but I can't remember. But yeah, pretty much what a win for Wolves. Manchester City against Brighton. And guess what I predicted, guys? I predicted a 2-1 win for Brighton. And I said it to you guys, Man City will always score. I'm going to say this now. Man City was going to score against us, by the way, but I think somehow, I'm just going to say the future, just for future, I might change it, obviously, but I think we'll win that game. That's all I'm going to say, but we'll obviously get that when we do that video, whenever it is too much game prediction. I think it's 13, when that is, obviously. But anyway, let's talk about this one today. But yeah, pretty much Brighton played really bad in the first half. Erling Haaland, the robot, is on 12 goals right now. The way he scored that guy, the way he went behind, I can't remember the two defenders called Veltman, if I remember right. I can't remember. Sorry if I'm getting the name wrong. And that Brazilian guy, the centre back, sorry. Eva, I think Eva, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name. Something with the I can't remember. But Haaland is a beast, man. His burst of acceleration, like, starts off like the way he powers the run. And don't get me wrong, the keeper did a good save. The Brighton keeper, sorry. And then Haaland again, he just bodies like Velman all the way, and he's just puts his leg out and just scores. I'm just like, that's a striker for you. But in the second half, wow, brilliant substitution from the Brighton manager. He brought up a midfielder, and then he literally gave him so much energy in this game, like so much energy in this game, and they're just clicking. They were clicking to game. Matoma was getting more of the left hand side. It was more open. Kyle Walker wasn't marking his man right, and he wasn't getting close to Matoma so much. So if like the first goal was kind of weird, it's like, oh, by the way, I got to say for the first goal, Kovac is what a ball from him, by the way. Kovac is going under the radar, by the way. He's been, I think, probably the second best Man City player this year. Just wanted to give a shout out to Kovac, because I rate this guy. He's actually a decent player. But going back to the first goal for Brian, anyway. But yeah, so like it was like a weird one. It's like, again, what I said about in my prediction video, where I said that Man City defense is really bad and you can get them so easily, and that's why I think we're gonna win against them. Like genuinely, like I think it was João Pedro who came on, obviously, who came on for, I can't remember who he came on for, but he came on and just like caused a massive difference in the game already. Like Matoma was getting behind and all them lot. But going back to the goal, Matoma played like a cross, and I think if I remember right, like Riley, I think Welbeck misses it, then João Pedro gets onto it and does like a poach type of finish where he just hits his literally toe onto it, or his sides for it, if I remember rightly. And in the second goal, it was a player called O'Reilly, if I remember O'Reilly, sorry if I'm getting that wrong, tell me in the comments again. A new signing, by the way, he came from Celtic, flicking Celtic, and he won the game for Brian. Fantastic ball from Danny Welbeck, and Brian are doing this team, and their manager is a good manager. Sorry if I can't pronounce his name. I'll don't worry, guys. I will get better with these names and stuff. But yeah, he's 32, guys, and Pep Guardiola is a fantastic manager. And don't get me wrong, I know I'm going to get to Liverpool there, and it is actually the next one actually after this. But 5 points Man City by that. If I was a Man City fan, I wouldn't be too worried right now. I would be worried. Yes, the 4 losses in a row, concluding the Carabao and Champions League one. But Pep Guardiola, when you have the best manager in the world, I wouldn't put it past him. He's a sicko in a way where he'll probably thrive off this stuff, people dying. So I wouldn't count too much into it. I won't write Man City off like when I said Arsenal going to win the league. I don't think Arsenal's going to win the league by 10 points or 6 points. I think it'll be like 1 point or 2 points because Man City are just that good. But guys, they've done a 4P and they've done a treble and all these other things. It's just that Gundogan did look the same. He did not look the same one bit. And I love Gundogan, don't get me wrong. But I don't think he was a smart signing at Gundogan back. Hindsight and all these things, and like you signed Gundogan, he's fantastic. He's a Man City legend, this and that, and he's important in what he did in that treble season. But he looks so legged, like he looks like he can't move anymore, and it's just like he gets out strength in every situation. He can't carry the ball that much well anymore as much as before. His passing even he doesn't impact the game what he used to be, and it's like with same with Robertson. You just look at them players, you just feel sorry for them because you know that like they've gone, those legs are gone. But yeah, pretty much 2-1 win for Brighton and Manchester City. Is it a bit of a scare for them? Who knows? Liverpool against Aston Villa. My team, Liverpool Football Club, beat Aston Villa at Anfield. What a victory this was. Darwin Núñez. I'm going to say it right now, guys, which obviously I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I'm going to talk about this, who, this referee, the absolute, what. And by the way, he's a see you next Tuesday, basically. Let's say it like that. That's what he is. But I don't like talking about referees, but the referee was a piece of, how do I say this in a simple term? He's dog waste, let's just say it like that. And Bailey, for me, even if you didn't give him a red card, he should have got a yellow. But the pulling from Digne from Sla was pissing me off. I'm not going to lie. Straight away, I just knew what this referee was on. Like, he was on that straight away. But I like talking about much referees and controversies and all that stuff. Obviously, yeah, with the controversies in this game, Ollie Watkins, for me, guys, it wasn't a controversy. Kanai won the ball. Simple as Ollie Watkins was diving for his swimming lessons. And then he did his second dive in the other game. I don't know why he's diving in. Like, what is he? Is he trying to practice for the Olympics or whatever it is? I don't genuinely don't even know anymore. But this guy, don't even get me started on me. He's over there and crap too. But Aston Villa have some dangerous players like Onana and like McGinn and that or who's it? Ramsey, the left mid, causing trouble. Then obviously he went off with injury. Hopefully, special recovery for him, obviously. But yeah, Liverpool were just fantastic. I think in this game. I think sometimes again we just took off it, but then sometimes we just like the counter attacks we do in this game were flicking fantastic. Nunes, don't get me wrong, he did score the goal, but guys, I'm a Liverpool fan and we paid what 78 to 85 million or something we paid for this striker. Don't get me wrong, he scored the first goal, but I do want you to score, and that's what a role of the striker is to do, to score the goals. So, and he made it hard then for himself, by the way. Like he made it literally hard for himself, but at the end of the day, he did score. He did technically get the first goal to cause them trouble, to come out more of their ship, sort of. So I'll give credit to Darwin, and hopefully he could build up confidence. But guys, he missed like 3 chances in the game. But at the end of the day, he did get one at least out of them 4 attempts. So I'll take it. Mohamed Salah, don't you talk about this guy again? Like you guys know about this guy. Like the way he always just impacts the game, influences the game. So for me, he's the best player in the Premier League at this moment in time. And if he carries on and wins the Premier League or the Champions League this season, I forget that if he wins both, there's not even a debate. He should win the Ballon d'Or for me. And there's a debate him being the Premier League goal. Yes, I'm going to say I don't care. I can say it. But yeah, pretty much Liverpool top of the league, 28 points, 5 points ahead of Man City and 9 points ahead of who I'm going to get into later on. But let's just say they have a gunner as their badge. Oh, not badge. Freaking cannons. Oh my God, I can't get my things right. But yeah, there's more to the Manchester United Leicester game. Again, like I said in my preview, I went with a 2-1 win for Manchester United in this game. I told you guys, Leicester, I didn't give them no hope. By then the Liverpool game, guys, I went with 3-0 win. Just to put that in, because I just forgot to mention it. Yeah, 3-0 win for Liverpool in that game. I just won off that win. You just had to score one other chances. But talking about the Man United game, like I said, 2-1 in my prediction. Man United, I just had the feeling Man United were going to win this game, especially with Ruud. This is his last game as Inter manager. Obviously, then when Armin takes over soon. But Armin is the manager right now. Just thought they're not took a picture with him, tracksuit, whatever it is. But yeah, pretty good win for Manchester United. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but hopefully for themselves, they can build themselves confidence again and just look forward to the next manager. Like they celebrate like it was a time when they sacked Ten Hag, and although I'm a Man United fan, I wouldn't blame him. But I love Ten Hag. I wish Ten Hag stayed for another 10 years because he was a fantastic manager for me. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? I'm not being sarcastic, guys. This is me being honest. He was right. Errors do come to an end. But joking aside, like Ruud's doing a decent job. He won a Europa League game and obviously midweek and all these things. And to be fair, he's probably gonna go somewhere else, probably in Serie A, some Bundesliga, to get some job to start his career. But just simple as pretty good win for them. Nottingham Forest against Newcastle. Okay, now the guys, this is a big one. This is actually a big one. Newcastle are winning 1-0. Morello, whatever his name is, the centre back for the Brazilian who plays for Nottingham Forest. He's got a header, and then you're like, oh yeah, typical like Nottingham Forest 1-0. Like I think I predicted. What did I predict? Oh yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I predicted. Yeah, I said it 1-0. I was looking at my thing, like 1-0, and wow, like Newcastle, credit to them, like freaking turned the gears on, and second half they were like Eddie Howe must have like, I don't know, he would have probably like had some like, you know what, I'm gonna do some really really let's just say effed up things to you, like kick them up the ass or some shit, something like that. But yeah, fair credit to them, and yeah, pretty much I don't think Nottingham Forest really would, I wouldn't say they've been dangerous, it's just they didn't expect themselves. And by the way, guys, I've never mentioned them in the title race. I've just said they're above someone, but I mention them. Like Arsenal and the title race, compare them. And Arsenal, like what, how much points off them? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not delusional, I'm being an idiot to think that. But yeah, pretty much Nottingham Forest are still having a good season so far. They beat yours, like I can't talk smack about them. But yeah, Newcastle figured them, man. Well deserved for them. Spurs against Ipswich, and I'm gonna say this, guys. I went with a 4-1 win for Spurs. So Spurs, any Spurs fans, you can't say, oh my God, blah blah blah. Listen, I backed actually Spurs to win this game. There are 2 good results where they're winning high score games, and then freaking Ange, I tell you right now, Ange must be pissed with this team. But wow, man, Ipswich just freaking came to their gaffer and just smacked them up. And fair credit to Ipswich Town. Jadon was watching the game. Just who knows? He might be a superpower for them. I don't know if like some 4D chess type of thing where they just he'd be singing for them. I don't know any at this point, but genuinely like fair credit. Like I don't know what to say. Like, I watched the game. It was kind of weird. Like Ipswich got like 2 goals in the first. I didn't see the first half. I'll be honest with you. Like I've seen the highlights and like Liam Delap's been a decent signing for him. Like he's been like on fire for him. He's a kind of old weight striker. I mean, like he's like an old school strikers. I like these modern day strikers. But fair credit to him, man. Tottenham, oh my god. Like I'm not gonna be shocked. Like what was their returning game against Man City? I wouldn't be shocked like they beat Man City at home. And a guy when that video comes out, when that 12th game week comes out, I'm gonna go with the Tottenham win because I think Tottenham are actually gonna win that game. I don't know about Tottenham, like somehow they'll get like a worse result. And then somehow like they'll get a big result against like Liverpool or Arsenal or Chelsea or someone. And this is like the history of Tottenham. So I did go with a 4-1 win. So Tottenham fans can't come at me and be like, oh yeah, you didn't think. Yeah, actually like I did back you and you smacked Aston Villa, who was a better team, who got better players, who got a better manager and all these other things. So fair credit to Ipswich Town and they fully deserve it. Arsenal against Chelsea. What a fantastic game this was. Two rivals, obviously big rivalry between these two is at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to say this right now, and I wanted this guy at Liverpool, Pedro Neto. What a fantastic signing he is, and what a player he is. And the problem with this guy has always been, he's always had knee problems and always had the injuries that he carries with. Like, I can't lie, it was a good game to watch. It was end-to-end. I would say it's a 50-50 game. I think like Chelsea had like probably the first half and the second half. But for me, guys, who the 2 standout players for both teams was Odegaard, who returned from the injury. Fantastic game from him. What he did was fantastic. I don't want to talk bad about Odegaard in the game. And for me, man of the match in the game, by the way, was Pedro Neto. I don't know how Cucurella got it, but to be fair, Cucurella did flicking pocket Saka in the game, so fair credit to him. But Pedro Neto has been a fantastic. Like Augusto probably should have scored in the game, if I'm being honest. Fantastic delivery from him from the left-hand side. Ben White was literally having nightmares. They were doubling up on him and he kept getting fouled by Ben White. He was basically causing Arsenal trouble. And for me, he was a standout player in that game. Like, he was man of the match for me. And Caicedo, again, obviously he's wearing the captain armband for a reason. Like, he's been fantastic this season so far. For me, him and Gravenberch have been the best midfielders in this league so far. That like done well. It's just that when people take piss, I'm saying, oh, why is 150? Like, this is the reason why this guy has quality, and I've said he has quality. Since when he was at Brian, when I seen this kid play, he was amazing talent, and he's like amazing talent. You could see it, like the way he carries the ball out, the way he can like press out a transition and all these other things. He's fantastic guy, and that's the reason I wanted him at Liverpool. My club wanted him at Liverpool, but again, it's just that Chelsea smacked us with it when it comes to transfers. But yeah, fair credit to her. I said one thing in my prediction video. I said if Arsenal lose, I said if they'll be out of the titles. If I said Arsenal draw, I think they'll be out of the titles. Do I change my opinion? No. I think Arsenal. I'm going to say now. I think officially Arsenal are the titles, and I'll even give my reason why. I don't think Arsenal can sustain. Like, how do I say this? For example, if Odegaard's back, they still have to accumulate all those points. And this is what I'm trying to say. Over that stage and over the pathway that they're going up to, they might even drop more points. But then you can reverse and say, oh yeah, Liverpool, Man City might even like drop points and this and that. Because I've seen Arsenal, they do what if with Liverpool, especially for some reason. They don't do what if for their team. What if Arsenal go on this downward spiral, which, by the way, they wish they have. They've only, out of the 6 games, they've only won 2. And who's it been? Shakhtar Donetsk and some other team I can't remember. I think it was a Carabao game. Like, they've not had good performances. And this is the thing, it's what if with Arsenal. And I said Arsenal are going to win the league. I've been disappointed with them. Like, really disappointed with them. And I think for this result, for Chelsea fans would be pissed because it's the fact that they were there for the taking, Arsenal. So, it's like, that's why I say it's a 50-50 game. I think Arsenal were better in the second half. They were creating more chances. In the first half, Chelsea had some chances. And Palmer, for me, had such a bad game. I was so disappointed with him because I didn't want Chelsea to win. I even said it. So I predicted a Chelsea 1-0 actually, and I wanted Palmer. But I wanted Palmer to score. Why would I say I didn't want Palmer? I wanted Palmer to score. But the problem is that this is the thing where I seen it online where people say Palmer doesn't do well against the top 6 teams, and people question his ability, this and that. It's like, he doesn't do well. This. No, I said the guy has a talent. Like any of us will take him. We'll take Cole Palmer in our team. Let's not deny it. Flicking like I employ it's the boss line come. Liverpool, I'm saying right, Liverpool, I could say my chance. Liverpool win the league without Cole Palmer come. I could say it now. That's how good this guy is for any top 6 team. Pep Guardiola actually made the most like Pep Guardiola is a fantastic manager, but he probably does the regret of selling Cole Palmer to Chelsea, thinking that it was like a stupid signing. But I think this results more worse for Arsenal, and Arsenal had to win this game, guys. No matter what, it had to be the W for them. It literally had to be the W for them, and I think for me, this has put the final nail in the coffin for them. I know it's too early, it's November, but guys, I said this when we won the title and when Laporte got injured. You guys won't remember, but when Laporte got injured for Manchester City, I said to my sister, I think we're going to go. I said it to her. Yes, I know you'll be like, I just want to know because that's how big Laporte is. And you guys don't know this context. Bernard Jr. played centre back. And I said, no, Liverpool are going to come in. Liverpool are going to win this league this year. And I said it with chest. This season, I'm not saying that. It's because there's some like part of that Man City team, the defenders are still out. Yes, fair enough. But they're not fully like out of the titles because of Haaland, like he's a freaking robot, like I was saying. So the difference is that this is in Liverpool's hands right now. It is, and listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. I want to be part of title race, and we have to win the title, and on all these things. To be fair, it's Arne Slot's first year. I'm not gonna be like, oh my Arne Slot, I've like in this and that. I'm not gonna be too harsh. And the guy's done a fantastic job so far. But going back to Chelsea game, I said it's basically even Stevens as they want to call it. So it's a worse result for Arsenal, but not either a good result for Chelsea. But I think Chelsea fans would love to take points from their rivals, especially probably their biggest rivals, if not the second biggest rivals, wherever they put them, obviously. But yeah, and I got listen. One thing we can't say about Chelsea are a hard team, actually. That's one thing the people keep forgetting. Chelsea, like, if that was I'll say this right. If that was last year's Chelsea, I think Arsenal will go to win that game. But you can see Enzo Maresca has implemented a good system where they're hard to break down, especially on the wings, where Cucurella and Augusto are causing much trouble for them. But on Chelsea have good attackers like they have now Nicholas Jackson, who I'll be honest, I didn't rate first, but he's starting to become like decent. Same with Cole Palmer, like they've got some dangerous players here and then that can cause like trouble for any top 6 team. But pretty much, guys, that's gonna wrap up. And yeah, 2 weeks of international football, and it's gonna be dead for me personally, because I don't give a f about international football, if I'm being honest with you. But like I always say in the end of the video, guys, obviously like the video. Obviously helps the YouTube algorithm. Hit the bell notification to stay notified for my next video, which is, by the way, going to happen this week and next week. So, and obviously subscribe to the channel. I had 21 subscribers. We had that for 21 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you. And like I said, guys, this is humble beginnings, and I keep repeating that. And I'm not going to get too arrogant and all these other things. And it is starting up the channel and stuff. And my gaming video will be coming out sooner or later. I'll tell you guys, it's a FIFA video. I'm not gonna think it. Call of Duty's come out. I don't know if I should make a video about it. Call of Duty's Call of Duty. Like, who gives a shit, if I'm being honest at this stage? But we'll have to see, and we'll have to see. But this is about football, and for me, football, I love football more than gaming. So pretty much it, guys. Always saying how I got out with the video. Stay active, stay hungry, and God bless.